What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Missflips. In today's episode, we are going to 3 different thrift stores to check out the selection and what they have. This first thrift store honestly wasn't my favorite. It had a bunch of new items that they obviously had gotten off of pallets or from other department stores that were, doing clearance, and a lot of their stuff was very overpriced, like this small table here. And honestly, I don't know, I just didn't really care for this thrift store too much. But I did find this really awesome crochet or knitting set. Obviously, I have no idea what I'm talking about, so I thought that I would leave it for someone who did. There was also these cool looking lampstands and this adorable little teapot that I almost went home with, but what I ended up taking home were these 2 vintage cups. Vintage, obviously super in, and they were only 40 cents each, so obviously I had to take them home. Next stop is my local Goodwill. There's a bunch of furniture, lots of chairs, and honestly, I'm not a huge fan of flipping chairs, but there is this really cool record player that I actually might have to go back and get, because it seemed like it was in pretty good condition. I don't know much about record players or how to test them or anything, but for $35.99, that's a good deal. Next up was the lamps, where I found this adorable little Halloween costume that I wanted to get so badly, you have no idea. And for $3, my god, but I had to be disciplined. I had to exercise discipline somewhere. So I moved on and passed and found these cute little pink glass plates that honestly sell for pretty good price. But I, for whatever reason, just wasn't feeling it, so I decided to pass and move on to check out these Pyrex little plate dish server things. And honestly, a lot of these were pretty expensive, however, none of them were that specific pattern. So I just kind of figured that they weren't like an authentic, vintage Pyrex design and decided to pass on those. But next up, I headed over to the metal section. I never pass on this section. I think it is probably pretty slept on. I always find some adorable things here, like this adorable little holder for a candle and these little candlestick holders. Oh my gosh, they're all solid brass. Like, come on, you can't beat that. But out of this cutie little collection, I ended up only taking my favorites, which ended up being these 3 right here. By the way, if at the end of my video you see anything in my loot that I brought home with me that you would like to purchase, most of the items that I find will be listed on Etsy within a couple of days of me posting the video, so please make sure to check out that link if you are interested in any of these items, like this adorable little container. I'm honestly kind of tempted to keep it, but we gotta make a living, guys. We gotta make a living somewhere. So yeah. Don't sleep on the mug section, guys. These guys sell for 89 cents usually at Goodwill and sell for pretty good price, and for this many you could probably sell them for a whole lot more. But I passed on those and decided to get these cute little yellow ramekins instead because they are literally adorable, and I'm trying to, stockpile on things that I actually enjoy. Because the more you curate a look or a vibe or an aesthetic on your Etsy page or wherever you sell, the more people are gonna be drawn to you versus, just grabbing things that you think are going to sell. You create an aesthetic that people will likely follow and return to see what you have in stock. And so that is what I'm trying to do more. I'm trying to just get things that I think are cute and not necessarily things that I think will sell, super well or that I'll make a huge profit on. But yeah, don't sleep on the wicker section. The wicker section is so good. At most thrift stores. You can go there and get basically anything you want. Especially on Fridays for my local Goodwill, that is when they restock. And my goodness, there was so many cute things there for your little boho decor. And that I did end up getting 100% was this adorable egg gathering basket. And I know it's $6, but it is so gosh darn cute. I had to get it. I was obsessed. And then this cutie little basket behind it with a little triangle square weave. Oh my god. And then I also found this one with a similar weave, and it was only $1. Anyways, make sure you are going back over and combing through areas that you've already checked, because these sell for a really good price and I did not see them the first time. So I went over to the plate section to see if I could find some matching plates, but I actually ended up finding the larger versions of those smaller pink plates that I found. But right after I found those matching plates, I actually found an entire stockpile of the matching plates for the teacups that I found, including these little saucers and some large dinner plates and side plates. But in my opinion, tea sets sell better than plate sets, so I went ahead and left the rest of the dish set behind and only got the saucers for the teacups that I needed, and then I headed on over to my next and last thrift store. This place is pretty hit or miss for me, but they donate to the animal shelter, so I do my best to support this place whenever I can. Unfortunately, I didn't really find anything that I wanted to take home. I did find this awesome flour and sugar set, however, the plastic rimming, the seal was flaking off, so I decided to pass on that. And then I also found this really cool retro, vintage 90s vase that was really cute as well. And then this lamp was really cool, but I don't know, I just wasn't really vibing with any of the items that I found for whatever reason. Let me know in the comments if you think I passed on some pretty major items. I know that I may potentially have to go back for that pink shell vase. I think that would look really cool in somebody's home. So I may go back for that. And then these crystals, my mom loves amethyst geodes, so I may have to go back and get those for her. And again, with this cutie little weave, so adorable. But anyways, here is the haul that I ended up taking home. I am so happy with these amazing finds that I was able to get at the thrift store. Yet again, reducing and reusing items instead of buying new is so eco-friendly, and it's an amazing way to get items with amazing character. But anyways, if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe and do all those things, and make sure to check out my Etsy link where I will have these items and plenty more available for purchase. Until next time, guys, stay flippin'.